Hey up, it's Steve, that old Yorkshire geek. A different camera angle today, because my TV's fritzing out for some weird reason, so I can't have something on the TV. So I'm head on to you today, so you see my living room, albeit blurry. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. Explore the description for links for my social medias and my books and merchandise and stuff like that. But anyway, got to talk to you today about the big news of the last couple of days has been Harry Potter news and the maybe casting, it's not set in stone yet, of Papa Essiedu as Professor Snape in the new upcoming HBO Harry Potter series. And people have been kicking off about it. I don't know whether I'm bothered about it or not, I don't know. But I understand why people are getting cross. But I'm not entirely sure if I'm angry about it or not. It all depends, because people say, no, race changing. Snape is described as essentially white in the book. Even J.K. Rowling's own picture of Snape, which I've got here, which will appear behind me, I hope. Here it is, there it is. Hang on. Where are we? There we go. It's definitely not a black character, is it? I'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Definitely not a black character, as you can see. His skin is described in the books as sallow, or sometimes marble, sometimes white. It varies, but pale, essentially pale. And one thing that Papa Essiedu is not is pale. Unless they're going to make him up, will the white face him? That'd be an interesting thing, wouldn't it? Anywho, we've got the article from Deadline, which we're going to look at now. So here it is, there it is. Right, so it's from Deadline. Nellie Andreeva reporting yesterday, Harry Potter, Janet McTeer in negotiations to play McGonagall, Papa Essiedu, apologies if I'm mispronouncing that, near deal to play Snape in HBO series. And there's playing McGonagall. Looks a bit young, doesn't she? I've got to be honest. But I don't know how old Professor McGonagall is in the books. I've got the books, never bloody read them. I started reading the first one. It wasn't for me. But I understand they do get better as they go on. So I should really give them another go, shouldn't I? I'm always doing that. I buy books. I'm looking at the wrong button. Looking over there for my camera. I buy books and never read them. I've got loads of books I've never read. Anyway, and that's Papa Essiedu, obviously Maggie Smith, and the late great Alan Rickman as Snape. Anywho, off we go. Exclusive, HBO is closing in on 2 more main cast members for its high-profile series adaptation of the hugely popular Harry Potter fantasy books. Oscar and Emmy-nominated actress Janet McTeer is in negotiations to play Professor Minerva McGonagall, sources tell Deadline. Additionally, Emmy nominee Papa Essiedu, one of the first actors identified for the series, and there's links you can follow. Link for this article, by the way, is in the description. I keep looking at my camera over there. It's there. I'm an idiot. He's closing. Where were we? He's closing his deal to portray Professor Severus Snape. I hear, says, I forgot her name already. Says Nellie. They are poised to join John Lithgow. Americans pronounce it Lithgow for some reason. In much the same way they probably pronounce Glasgow as Glasgow, Moscow as Moscow. You know what I mean. Tomato, tomato. Who, as Deadline reported exclusively, will be playing Professor Albus Dumbledore, which is fine. It's fine. It's John Lithgow. He's amazing, isn't he? He can do anything. HBO declined comment. We appreciate that such a high-profile series will draw a lot of rumour and speculation, the network said in a statement. As we make our way through pre-production, we will only confirm details as we finalise deals. The Harry Potter series, designed to run over a decade, comes from writer-showrunner Francesca Gardner and director-executive producer Mark Mylod. Casey Bloys, chairman and CEO of HBO and Max Content at the time of the original announcement, called the show a faithful adaptation of J.K. Rowling's novels that will dive deep into each of the iconic books. Speaking at a Max event in London last December, Gardner revealed the series will stick to the canonical ages of Snape, who will be only 31, as well as the Dursleys, who will be much younger than they were in the movies. Oh, fair enough. Maybe they aged everybody up then. I don't know. That explains the choice of 30-something Esiedu for the role of Snape, the antagonist turned hero. Spoilers. Played in the Harry Potter movies by the late, great Alan Rickman. Severus Snape is Professor of Potions at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, who eventually becomes headmaster. Meanwhile, McTeer is just a couple of years younger than the late Maggie Smith was when she was cast as Deputy Headmistress Minerva McGonagall. Oh, right, fair enough. In the film franchise 2.5 decades ago. I've always thought of Maggie Smith as being like, I won't say old, but, mature. But anyway. The Transfiguration Professor at Hogwarts, McGonagall, also is the nurturing head of Gryffindor House and the Deputy Headmistress under Headmaster Albus Dumbledore Lithgow. In the Fantastic Beasts prequel films, the role was played by Fiona Glascut. I've seen them and I don't even remember her being in it. How bizarre. With the HBO series, the Harry Potter franchise continues to build a more inclusive and racially diverse universe. But it's inclusive and diverse anyway. An effort that started with the casting of Noma Dumezweni, as Hermione in the long-running stage play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It is something another popular fantasy franchise, The Lord of the Rings, also embarked on when transitioning to the small screen with the Amazon series. They just can't help themselves, can they? There's no such thing as faithful adaptations. There's no such thing. It's just a ruse. But anyway, the Harry Potter TV series will be filmed at Warner Brothers Studios Leavesden, where the movies were shot. It's slated to debut on HBO in late 2026 or early 2027. Some 32,000 kids sent audition tapes for the lead roles of Harry, Hermione and Ron, with final casting choices yet to be revealed. They'll be all over the place, they will. Keep looking over there. This would mark British actors McTeer and Essiedu's return to HBO. McTeer played Winston Churchill's wife Clementine in the HBO film Into the Storm, earning an Emmy nomination. Say that 3 times quickly. Emmy nomination. Essiedu starred as Kwame opposite Michael Cole in her BBC HBO limited series. Who's her? Is Essiedu identify as a woman? Or is Michael Cole a woman? I have no idea because I've never heard of that person. Anyway, whatever. In her BBC HBO limited series, I May Destroy You. I'm going to have to look that up now, see if Michael Cole... not the WWE's Michael Cole. Oh, it's Michaela Cole. So they've spelt it wrong. Right, fair enough. It's Michaela Cole. Deadline. Opposite Michaela Cole in her BBC/HBO limited series I May Destroy You, landing Emmy and BAFTA TV nominations. In TV, McTeer most recently starred in the Netflix series Chaos and recurred on why can't I say that? I nearly said FX's The Old Man. In features, she has received Oscar nominations for her roles in Tumbleweeds, which also won her a Golden Globe, and Albert Nobbs. Is that the one with... Timothy Spall? I think it might be. McTeer will next be seen in Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. On stage, she won a Tony and Olivier Awards for A Doll's House and has earned multiple additional Tony and Olivier nominations. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, she's very good. Essiedu, also a BAFTA TV nominee for The Lazarus Project, so he's very good as well. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so no to get on with that. He will next be seen in the British comedy horror film The Scurry. Reps. That's it. I don't agree with the ire that people are feeling, but I do understand why they're angry, and I do kind of agree with it. It should look, if it's a faithful adaptation, it should appear how he's described in the books, and he's one of the characters that is really described in the books. Where are we? It looks like that. Where am I? It looks like that. Which does not look like Papa Essiedu, unless, as I said, they're going to whiteface him and give him a hook nose, because, people of colour are not known for having hook noses, are they? It's a delicate tiptoe, isn't it? Trying to go through how to word things without sounding like an histophobe. But anyway, it could be amazing. As I said, I'm not against, characters being race swapped. I mean, nobody kicked off a stink when Samuel L. Jackson was cast as Nick Fury, was there? And he was white in the comics before that, apparently, so I'm told. And they changed him in the comics because of Samuel L. Jackson. But nobody minded because it's Samuel L. Jackson and he's amazing. But we'll see, won't we? We will see. He hasn't got a hook nose, unless they're going to stick one on him. I don't understand why people are kicking off. But it's not confirmed, is it? But I don't know. Is this Nellie Andreeva? Is she reliable? I have no idea. But we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? But it's like Hollywood can't help itself, can it? It just does things it thinks, we'll just do this, and we know it's going to cause a controversy, pronunciations again. They know that, don't they? And they think they do it on purpose. Is it a case of, even bad news? There's no such thing as bad publicity. Is that what they think? They think if we do this, it'll drum up publicity. Because there's no such thing as bad publicity. It'll get people talking about it. And maybe they'll change their mind at the last minute. But I don't think they will. And I think there'll be more controversial casting appointments to come in this Harry Potter series. But a lot of people are out already. They've said, oh, no, too late. We're not going to watch it. But obviously I'll watch it when it starts. Because I love the Harry Potter stories. The movies, as I said, I've got the books, never read them. Started reading the first one, wasn't for me. But I've heard they do get better. I'm repeating myself. But anyway, so there we go. Papa Essiedu may be playing Snape. We don't know. It says near deal to play Snape. What does that mean? Are they like round some bartering table saying, I want this, that and the other to play Snape? And they're saying, no, we'll give you lemon ice cream. This is not the 9 o'clock news joke. They say, no, I want your wife's recipe for ratatouille. I said, no. It might be on YouTube, look it up. That's what they're doing. So they're near to a deal. And some money. Use of this swivel chair in future negotiations. Stuff like that. That's what they're doing around the negotiating table. Who knows? But anyway, good luck to him. But if he does get it, fair enough. We'll see what he's like, and we'll see what happens. I think we're just going to get a black Snape, basically. I think that's what's going to happen, and you're just going to have to grin and bear it, because it could be amazing for all we know. Or they may make him look more like Snape with his sallow skin. Some people have hitched onto that definition of sallow as yellowish or light brown, haven't they? But even then, you can't say that Papa Essiedu has yellowish or light brown skin, can you? We will see. We'll just have to wait and see. So I hope it's going to be good, and we'll just have to see what happens, won't we? But anyway, so whatever. But John Lithgow, I don't have a problem with John Lithgow as Dumbledore, because John Lithgow is an amazing actor. I don't have a problem with her. I thought she did look a bit young, but he said she's only a couple of years younger than Maggie Smith was. But Maggie Smith's always looked mature, hasn't she? Even when she was in Clash of the Titans back in 1981, she kind of looked mature then, didn't she? So, and that was 20 years before Harry Potter. Anywho, we will leave it there. So, right. So, thanks for watching. Hope you don't think less of me. As I said, I don't mind, really. But I understand why people are cross. But because it's said to be a faithful adaptation, and it's obviously not really going to be. Maybe the story will be faithfully adapted. I think that's probably what they mean. The story will be faithfully adapted. Just not how people are described in the book. Anyway, but I'm sure if J.K. Rowling's got her hands on the reins, there won't be any, men playing women. Well, there won't be any trans people in it, I imagine. I'm going now. Right, so thanks for watching, wherever you are. Look after each other, and until next time, I'll say the...
Old Yorkshire geek with stories